Just got back from the gym, 13 degrees in the city, horrible. I really want to move right about now. But anyways, I'm gonna go check out my sales. I haven't checked them yet today. Don't know how well it's performing. Go take a look. As you can see in this video clip, the store had done around $2,200 by this point of the day. It was around 3 p.m. I project that it's gonna do $3,000 by the end of today. And I'm also estimating I'm gonna do a total of $100,000 in revenue this month. I know that seems intense when there's only 18 days left in the month, but with Black Friday and my preparation in place, I think I can do it. I'm actually very confident that I can do it. I'm excited to show you guys the results. So what I wanted to do for you guys is give you the main things that I'm focusing on and putting in place to drive $100,000 in revenue during the month of November, so you can replicate it and take advantage of this insanely huge opportunity. And I'm not exaggerating. If you don't have something that's already working by now, you should be testing every single day until you find something that's solidified, that you know can produce results. Because Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and until Christmas are the optimal times to scale very hard with e-commerce. So let's just get into this. This is a $100,000 November. Also, join the Facebook group. Back to a $100,000 November. Guys, I'm having so much fun making this video. So this is the breakdown of what I'm doing to hit this goal of $100,000 in the month of November when I only have 18 days left to do $80,000 and $84,000 in revenue. It's not an easy feat, and I think one thing that I do very frequently is kind of undervalue a challenge. So I talk about stuff like it's just very nonchalant and it comes across as I think it's easy. And I think that's kind of how this video started out. So I want to stay, by no means do I think this is easy. I've scaled a store to consecutive back-to-back $100,000 months. And I understand what the making of a $100,000 month looks like. And I just see an immense potential, like way more potential with this than I've ever had before. And so the only thing that can really stop me now is a disabled ad account, because Facebook likes to randomly do that nowadays. So knock on wood, but I really think that's the only thing that could put me on pause from hitting this goal. So if you believe in me, type believe down in the comment right now. Show me some support. If I can do this, I'd be super, super hype about it. So let's talk about what I'm gonna be doing. So number one, this is by far the most effective thing that I've done correctly in this launch. That's my marketing funnel. And as you guys know, a ton of my videos, the majority bring up the concept of marketing funnels. I teach you guys about marketing funnels, and all of these videos that I release are legitimately what I do on a daily basis. So when I'm preaching something, I'm doing it. And that's why I think I found this marketing funnel that's working insanely well. So to my cold traffic, I'm using large audiences. I'm not going 1 to 2 million audiences. I'm going large, and I mean 20 plus million is optimal. Obviously, there's some countries, like when you're building lookalikes, even if you do a 10% for like New Zealand, it's only gonna be like 1.3 million. Same with Australia. That's fine. But what's surprisingly working very well for me to scale right now is lookalikes, where I don't break it up by 0 to 1%, 1 to 2%, 2 to 3%. I'm breaking it up by country, 1 to 10%, just one lookalike. I drop all of those lookalikes for each country. So let's say I do it on the 95% video viewers. I would do 1 to 10% lookalikes for the 5 main countries and drop them all in a CBO with a campaign budget, a daily budget of $500. This is killing it right now for me. So it's like a little bit of a secret that I'm doing right now that's working well that I haven't talked about in any other videos. High budget CBOs. CBOs are all I'm using. Actually, this ad account, this brand that I'm scaling right now, if you guys have seen the video where I talk about testing with the initiate checkout or add to cart objective, that ad account and that brand that I set up to do those tests with is the one that I'm about to take to $100,000 a month. So if you haven't, you should definitely watch that video, just because clearly what I did with it works. And so I haven't used anything in that ad account besides CBOs. I have a rotation of 3 high performing creatives. constantly testing new ones, and anytime one starts to show signs of fatigue and frequency, I'll drop in a brand new high performing pre-tested, pre-qualified creative. Picks right back up. My warm traffic, this is my 95% video viewers engaged and view content. That's who I'm targeting in warm traffic. I have these broken out into separate ad sets in a CBO campaign set to like $40 to $50 per day. I'll increase it obviously like once I've hit major scale. I use a 7-day time frame for my custom audiences. So those 95% video viewers, I'm only looking at the past 7 days. If they're out of 7 days, my assumption is that they're not interested in the product. And what Facebook will actually do is just, you can drop them back into that cold traffic. They'll be in that set of cold traffic, and if Facebook thinks that they're about to buy again or buy for the first time, they can re-show them that traffic. If they click through, then they'll get dropped back into the custom audience. So I use a 7-day time frame. I have 5+ creatives. There's really no limit to the creatives in your warm traffic. The more, the better. Just make sure you pre-qualify and pre-test them. If something's not working, shut it off. Different full-length ads. So at this point, I'm still trying to get them into that hot traffic. I'm not necessarily going straight for that buy now, here's a discount type of setup yet. I'm really just focusing on pitching the benefits of the product and getting the viewer into the hot traffic. Then we have my hot traffic, which is my added carts and initiate checkouts. Now, I only have one ad set for this right now because my site's actually set up to go straight to the checkout page, so most of the added carts are missed. So I just kind of bundle the added carts and initiate checkouts in one custom audience. Same 7-day time frame, 5+ creatives, unlimited creatives in all reality. But what I do with this is completely different than the warm traffic. Here, I know they're ready. They're right there to buy. I just got to get them over that edge of any concerns that they might have. Like, what is holding them back? That's what I'm thinking at this point. Same 7-day time frame, 5+ creatives, but the creatives are less than 15 seconds if they're videos. When I create a video, I make it square for the newsfeed, but I also make it vertical for the story format. And that's killing it too right now for retargeting. If you do stories correctly, very good thing to do right now. Testimonials, selfies, and carousel ads. So testimonials as in, I'll take like reviews that people have left, use that as the copy, and then for the creative, I'll use like an image that they used or just an image of the product. Selfies are working great. Have people take a selfie with your product in their hand like this. Performing really well. I use my grandma to take a picture for me, and she has the highest ROAS right now. Carousel ads, multiple images of the product. Change up the backgrounds, get funky with it. It doesn't have to be different like variations. Just utilize carousels. I don't know why, but they perform good in like every situation. So definitely start using carousels at this point of your retargeting. And you can offer a discount. What I like to do is I only offer a discount on like one out of the X amount of ads I have. Facebook seems to know something like when to show people what ad, and if someone doesn't respond well to a specific one, then the next time they have opportunity to show them ad, they'll just pick another one out of my group. And so I only use one with a discount because at some point Facebook will show it to them, and if they've already seen the other ones and it doesn't work, that will probably get them over the edge. If not, then they're probably just not going to buy. Next, average order value. This is straightforward. Look at my average order value right now. This is a screenshot from my Shopify dashboard from November 6th to today, so the past 6 days. $95. This is going to let me scale very quickly, very efficiently. My average return on ad spend right now is like 3.2 for the past week, all coming from this average order value. Guys, focus on driving value with your product. Focus on the value points, and price does not become an object at all. So that's what I'm always preaching, and this is proof that it does work. My normal product price is about $60 right now, and the product to fully shipped from my sourcing agent is $18.50, $18.99. So $40 profit margins, and upsells are working great with this. So I'm just consistently increasing average order value. Upsells of like the same product at a discount. I added in a bundle. So I found a product that goes along very well. Worked with my supplier to bundle that, and now I threw extra $10 on that bundle price. Gives me like extra $7 in profit when they pick the bundle. And then I actually have a completely separate product labeled as the Pro version, and people buy that, so that's $100 to $120. So people throw that into the cart too. So don't try to sell cheap stuff, guys, especially during these competitive Q4 times. It's very, very tough. Higher margins, higher chance of success. Obviously, you do need to improve your creatives. You can't go with the gimmicky stuff. You need to act as though it's a professional brand and treat it as such, and really focus on providing values in your creatives, and you can sell products for any price. Constant testing. This is the most important one. So I have working audiences, working creatives. I have something that is completely working very, very well. But as I start to scale, it's going to quickly fatigue my audiences and my creatives. And what happens when that occurs is your profits start to die, your product starts to die. And this is what people talk about a lot. Oh, this product is dead. In reality, what is dead is that creative, that angle, and that audience, or even just the combination of that audience with that creative. A lot of times you've heard the stories of people just redoing creatives and marketing angles. They drop it back in that same audience that was performing with A, drop in B, and B just picks up new sets of audiences. So I'm trying to be the one that does that and not trying to let any competitors in to do that. So I'm consistently testing like 4 new creatives every single week. Today I spent like 2 hours recording more custom content, working on an ad that I know is going to perform tremendously well, and I'm just going to save it. I'm going to test it. I'm going to run it through my initiate checkout style testing that I talked about in that other video, like validate that it does work, and then just label it as good to go. And when I need to drop it in, it's there during scale. So you need to be ready beforehand, because as soon as you start to see fatigue, you have to take action on it. You don't want Facebook to see that something's underperforming. You're going to get charged more, higher CPMs, just lower results. So continue to please Facebook and please its users with great content and constant ads, refresh of ads. And audience fatigue really doesn't become a thing. You think about it, some of these audiences have 23 million people in them. If you look at how many impressions your ad hits when it usually dies, it's like a few 100,000 to like a few million on average. It didn't even hit 5 to 10% of that entire audience. So why did Facebook not show the rest of that audience that creative? Because they probably know that audience, that creative doesn't work with that audience. So if you can make something that does, you've just opened up an entirely new potential for revenue and profit. That's it, guys. I had so much fun making this video. I'm not gonna lie, just messing around in this style, this vlog, quick intro, and I don't know. Overall, this is a great video in my opinion. I hope you guys got value out of this. Make sure to go join up on the Facebook group. We're getting a lot of new members, and I do want to preface, if you guys join up on the Facebook group, there's 2 questions you need to answer. It says, will you engage and provide value with other members, like in the form of likes, comments, etc.? And then question number 2 says, did you read question number 1? All I'm looking for is you to put yes and yes. So many people right now are just not answering it, and I decline them, because if you don't have the time to take literally 5 seconds to say yes and then yes, you're not gonna have the time to provide value to the other members who are providing value to you. So go join up on it. Just answer the questions if you want to get in. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Drop the like button. Dylan out.